Standard issue cotton sheet. A fort the wind cannot defeat. The moon is caught up in a tree.
In last week's episode, we got our blood work done, and out of those findings, we saw that my body was just stressed. We were doing more cardio, we were eating less food, and my body was actually gaining weight and overall inflammation. I felt more fatigued than ever. My sex drive was non-existent, and I was tired all the time. So I wanted to make it a mission to start to improve the way that I felt internally, because I knew it would have a direct effect on how my external would start to shape. Now, I am happy with the way that I look, but I also know that over the last handful of weeks, my body has plateaued. And the reason why I'm confident with the package, at least where I'm at in this current state, is because I kept my body in a really prime position after my last show. But if my body doesn't start to pick up soon, I will be behind the 8 ball, and I will not place where I need to place or look the way that I need to look at the Olympia stage. So with that being said, I'm making it a mission to get my blood work done for the next 4 straight weeks to see if my internal markers and inflammation and thyroid, all of these things aren't fighting back against me, so I can go ahead and make sure that I'm making the proper moves, with the handful of weeks still remaining in this prep. Again, getting blood work is so important. It's like having I think I messed this up last video. It's like having the answers to the test before you take the test, because then you can make the proper moves in order to make corrections, and instead of closing your eyes and just circling C when in doubt, right? So right now we're going to wait. Over the weekend, over the last week, we've actually increased food to a baseline of high days consistently, and I haven't gained any weight, so it just shows that my body was definitely feeling it. And right now my main focus is getting back to an internal point where my body just becomes responsive to the drops as well as the increases, and hopefully we can start to see some positive trends over these next couple of days. You have so much potential and time to grow. Dude, it's gonna be insane. Take a breath so we can just know what it feels like. But what's up, man? I want to myself. If you guys remember in the last video, I opened up about my current mental state and just the lulls that have been coming with the back half of this prep. And I've been blessed in my life to have an amazing support system. For those of you watching these videos, you're a big reason that keeps me motivated to continue to prove you guys right. But ever since I started bodybuilding, there's been one guy, one man who's been by my side from the very start, who's helped me make the decision and actually jumping into the sport in the first place. And after the last couple of weeks, just not necessarily feeling myself, he decided to jump on a flight to get me out of my funk, push me through this week of prep, and the OG himself is here.
Faded off the kush, I'm gone. Only 2 years old when daddy used to bring them hookers home. Looking like my grandma, my niggas got that ammo. We Jackson and then light up the L. Samuel, Tunchi in this bitch, nigga. Y'all niggas bitch niggas. Rats gon' rat and snakes gon' hiss, nigga. Baseball rich, nigga. Do this shit for all my homies. Where them bad bitches at? Come and put that pussy on me. Tunchi, you a murderer. Boy, you just be killing shit. Yeah, you know that money talk. I am the ventriloquist. Tranquilizer in the trunk. Put your ass to sleep, man. Birdman Jr. got the world in my wingspan.
What you think this life just landed on me? My whole city look like it's abandoned, homie. And we came straight out of those abandoned homies. Every wish we ever had got granted, homie. And I never take that shit for granted. Even when the marble flowing, kind of topics are granted. Back before I got paid any advances. Back when my rollie was ticket, no dancing.
I enjoyed the journey. I really enjoyed the journey watching him. And especially watching him compete. And every time he stepped on stage,
More time.
I don't know, you would understand. It's like, I feel it. Tears are in my eyes. My heart is racing. The excitement is there. And it's a feeling that I can't even describe. But it's, as it gets closer and closer to show day, the nerves, the anxiety for him, it's amazing. But like I said, leading up to when you first see him, Oh my God! And when you see him on stage, everybody knows me. I lose my shit. Everybody hears me. Everybody sees me. I lose my shit. You know, and I have no shame in it. You know, that's me up. That's my son up there. You know. That's awesome. So, and like I said, I'm not embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed at all.
These are my big stepper, underground methods. Top-notch hoes get the most, not the lizard. Straight terror, product of your errors. Pushing culture, baby, got that product you can measure. Trendsetter, the one who get the weather. Swerving while I'm bumping Project Petter. Yeah, rolling through the city with the big dogs. Fuck the laws, loyal with me, we ain't got a cow. Selling on silent, put the product in the pill loud. That's how you make the money pop for everyone involved. And if you don't deserve a cut, then we gon' cut them off. My barber got me looking proper every single time. Fresh pig, getting painted on that top grade. No, you ain't walking out alive, smoking what we on. And you know I got it poured for the ones you run.
You know, you oftentimes hear that bodybuilding is an individual sport. And to a degree, it is. It's you doing the exercises, it's you doing the cardio, it's you on that stage at the end of the day. But I am a firm believer it takes a village in order for you to get to that point, especially the best version of you to that point. And the reality is, man, I just wouldn't be where I am if it weren't for the people who I have in my corner. I mean, there's not many people I know who would jump on a flight, you know, just to be here. And what I mean by that is, when you're in prep, I'm the type of person who likes to seclude myself. And he understands it, you know, like, he's not asking for me to entertain or host or be anybody out of who I am. He just wants to be here for me for times that I might need him, and for times like this, and to be in the gym pushing myself, just like we used to do that back in the day. You know, I learned my foundation from this man, you know, old school. You know, just pick weight up, move that bitch. Doesn't matter how you get from point A to C, even if it's ugly it be. It's just push, intensity, and that's what allowed me to build my foundation to now. I believe throughout that time I've been able to manage and learn, you know, added safety precautions while also keeping my foundation of being intense. But this is what it's about, man. Taking it back to the roots. Now we're gonna see how fat we really are. Yeah, you can put this down.
Yeah, right there is good.
Oh,
Yep.
the lap pump sucks.
Yeah, what a crazy thing to do before the next slide just slightly towards me. Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Yep. You're gonna be right there.
Oh no.
Yep. Dude, you're still lean as hell. So, well, why are you so lean right now?
What?
Hey, dude, your weight went up because your lean mass went up.
Bro, I literally said that. I was like, I think I'm getting bigger, but there's no way because I'm eating so little. Like,
Yeah.
I feel so big.
I mean, dude, look at this. I'm gonna print it out, or I'll just email it to you. But you went from 220 basically, which was right before the show,
show,
right?
so
So like but you're up to 224 now, which is where you were back in April.
Holy shit.
So you're back there, and you have less fat. You only put on a pound of fat.
Really?
The lean mass can be fluctuated a little bit by glycogen, right? Maybe there's a pound and a half, right? But you can't fake
Bro, I'm not
5 pounds of lean mass. And then fat only went up a pound. And fat is not variable on a Dexa. That is the number. The lean mass can fluctuate a little bit, but even if you took off a pound and a half of glycogen, which is probably not because you just worked out and our food's down, right? But even if you call it at 223, that's still a 4 pound lean mass bump and only a pound. You're 7.1% right now.
What?
Yeah, bro. Lean mass went up more than fat went up. It's crazy. Dude, you only have a pound up from
The show.
fat. Yeah. I mean, your weight's up, obviously. Like you said, you're like you're like what, 7 pounds?
Yeah, 7 pounds.
Yeah, so that's almost identical. Up 1.1 pounds of fat and basically five. You know, there's a half pound air range. You're at like 7.
Oh my god, bro.
This is good, right?
Yes.
So that means, so if you're feeling bloated, it's got to be water. Has to be. That's the only thing not accounted for here.
And that's the thing, like my weight, you know it's water when your weight fluctuates 2 to 3 pounds.
Yeah.
Like from a day.
Yeah, 100%.
Like it's just like one day I'm 3 pounds up, and the other pit,
Yeah.
I'm back down. It's just
Yeah.
like all over the place. And then that's the one thing I like. You almost don't want to believe it, or you want to believe it, but it's like it's just too good to be true when you look in the mirror.
Yeah.
And you like, I think I'm getting bigger, but I'm also eating less and I'm doing more, so it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But my body could have just responded after the show.
I mean, that's the thing too. Like, if everything happened by like the book, everyone would be huge and perfect, right? So like, you now know your body may respond this way to that stimulus, right? Whether it's nutritional or workout stimulus, whatever. You now know that based on this data, and maybe that's different than someone else who does the same thing. Maybe has a different response, right? But that seems
crazy.
Positive.
So my one question is this, and I know we gotta go.
Yeah.
How can you see where I put the muscle on?
Yeah.
And then my scan before my previous show. I want to see what my body fat percentage there was compared to where I'm at now, 8 weeks out from the Olympia.
Arms.
You gotta be kidding me.
Arms went up, bro. And trunk. Arms and trunk.
All right, so trunk is like chest back.
Yeah. So you gained 3 pounds there and like 1.5 pounds in the arms, roughly. Yeah. I'll send you this one too. Well, you have it, but you can go through it. So you can see the ancillary changes there.
Okay.
I got to run to this patient.
Yeah.
Just because he's a little bit of a...
Thank you, man.
Good news.
Yes.
We love it. Keep grinding. I'll email you that stuff later, but you're good.
I don't even know what to say right now, man. Like, numbers are numbers. At the end of the day, this sport is focused on the eye test more than anything else. And me being in my body, me having been through multiple preps, I know my body isn't necessarily working 100% efficiently as it has in the past. But the data based off of this previous scan and all of the scans in the past, because keep in mind, I've been getting scans done over 2 years now to try to learn my body based off of data, while also understanding, you know, the importance of the eye test, looking in the mirror, seeing it, feeling it. But the data right now is completely opposite of what I've been feeling and seeing. And I stepped on stage in India at 6.8% body fat. Right now, it says I'm 7.1, 8 weeks out. I have gained 7 pounds since I really started to push in this prep. The data shows that I've gained 1 pound of fat and about 5.5, 6 pounds of actual muscle tissue. That is the exact 7 pounds that I've gained. So it's really cool to see the data adding up to what I see and feel, at least in terms of like the numbers. And this is a breath of fresh air. Obviously the eye test is what reigns supreme, but knowing that I'm still in striking distance, it just might be covered by water and obviously a little bit of fat and stress. Who knows, man? Maybe we'll start to see a positive trend over the next couple of weeks based off of me just having this data and understanding it now. Like when you are in your head and you have high stress, like this will absolutely halt progression. It'll skew what you see in the mirror. It'll slow things down, man. And I felt like this process has been so slowed down. But now, like I said, it's a breath of fresh air. So right now, we're going to continue doing what we're doing, double down on the work. We have 8 weeks to be the best. And I truly believe if I nail my peak, I nail my look, I can be one of the best, if not the best in the world. And I firmly believe that in my heart of hearts. There ain't nothing left to do but do it. So let's go do it.